Good evening, Josh. Can you solve this problem? On triangle ABC, if D is on BC and smaller d is equal to AD and smaller m is equal to BD and smaller than n is equal to CD, A, find AD squared in terms of A, B, C, D, M, and N. And B, prove that A quantity D squared plus M squared is equal to MB squared plus NC squared. Okay.
Alright. So this is our figure. So as we can see, I have labeled all of the sides accordingly.
Louder, son.
Okay. So by using the cosine law on triangle
Right,
ADC.
cosine law. So those who are trying to learn this.
On triangle ADC, b squared equals and on triangle ADB. Okay. So if we isolate cos ADC and
We'll do that.
we can also rearrange this. Okay, so it seems much cleaner. We can now
So they can hear your composition.
something like that. Also,
This is cross
isolating
composition.
cosine UDB. Okay, so what do we do now? Since like we've reached that end. Okay, so we can see in this in this figure that okay, wait, I'll just move this one. Sine theta is the y coordinate and on the unit circle, and cosine theta is the x coordinate on the unit circle. So here with the with just angle theta, of course this is just sine theta, cosine theta, and then this blue, I'll just prepare a laser pointer. Blue, okay. So this blue angle over here, we can see it's coordinate the coordinates of where this terminally hits the circle is sine 180 minus theta and cosine 180 minus theta.
So what's the significance of that?
So we can actually see that cosine 180 minus theta is the negative of cosine theta is completely on the other side. And also we can also point out that sine 180 minus theta is exactly the same as sine theta, as they are on the same y.
Okay, but then what is the relationship between theta and 180 minus theta?
In fact, there are supplementary. That's the definition of supplementary angles.
Okay, yes.
Okay, so we can see in the first, so just to point out, in the first quadrant, the sign is positive because the y-axis is positive. Also the same in the second quadrant. In the third and fourth quadrants, the y is negative, so therefore the sign must be a negative too. Same for the cosines, when the x is positive as in the first and fourth quadrants, cosine theta is positive, and on the second and third quadrants, it is negative. So now we can continue our solution. We have found a relationship between cos ADC and cos ADB. So just to show you that relationship, this is cos ADC. Oh, this is actually cos ADC, and that this other one is cos ADB. So we can see they are actually supplementary, and we have shown here the cosine of a supplementary angle is the negative to the cosine of the original angle. Okay, so we can now it's the blackboard.
Okay, put it into higher so you can use the space.
We can now establish a relationship. Maybe it's a bigger. So b squared plus a squared minus b squared over 2d. Let's make this bigger. Might not be clear. Anyway. So we can distribute this negative sign will be eliminated, and then all of the signs will flip. Okay. So now we can cross multiply. This goes there, and then the same is for 2dn. They'll go to the right hand side. Just move the video. If we expand it, we run out of space. We'll just move to the next page. Okay, so back.
Yes.
I'll just rewrite what I wrote on the other page so it will be clear where I got them.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Okay, so it might not be obvious at first, but we can actually factor this. Oh, actually, before we do that, we'll move these together. We'll move the not really like terms, but sort of like terms.
Terms with the D.
Terms with D, and for the other one, we'll move the terms with only M and N. They're like together. Uh-huh. And then finally, we'll just move this. We'll just finally move this b squared n with the c squared n. Actually, it looks kind of ugly somehow. Wait, I'll just rearrange. It will become mb squared, and then this one will be nc squared. Okay, there we go. Now we can factor out the d squared, and then here, we can also factor out the m and n, mn. Okay, we found that this was actually an expanded by an expanded product of a binomial of two binomials. M plus n. I'll just return. M plus n is actually a, as you can see here. M plus n is actually a, so we can n equals a. So now, returning to our for solution, d squared plus mn, we can just simply write this as d squared plus mn times
Show us first, what did you do? So for those who are trying to learn,
e
you substituted.
a. So I'll just put this here. Substitute a for m plus n. Okay, we get this. Slowly, the formula is getting much more compact.
And try to write more, try to write better, more legible. Yes.
There. So we have established a relationship. Actually, we have established a relationship very early, but I think this is also B at the same time.
Yes.
We just solved both of them. Haha. Good. So well, actually, we did not solve A per se. Find AD squared. Oh, okay. So AD squared.
Can you
Yeah, we
box
can
your
actually
answer?
just see. This is
Can you box
the
your
answer
answer
for
on
B.
for B?
B. Mhm. Okay. Okay, this is for
Okay.
B. Okay, so find that find AD squared in terms of A, B, C, D, M, N. Actually, I'd like to point out that if we distribute A, we can rewrite it in such, and then we can just expand this B squared. So we get a much easier to remember formula. And this is called Stewart's theorem.
Yeah.
So I actually proved the theorem here. So going back to A, we need to find AD squared. What's AD? AD is D. AD equals D. Just making that a little clearer. So basically, we need to find D squared in terms of A, B, C, M, and N. Okay, D squared is actually just D squared. Okay, so here we found that A D squared plus M N equals MB squared plus MC squared. We can move this A over here. And then finally, we can just transpose the MN and we did it. D squared, which is just AD squared. So we to solve A and B actually. So we solved these two problems.
Okay, thank
Alright,
you.
thanks.
Thanks.
I hope you learned a lot from this video. Bye.
Bye.